My name is MJ. You guys know me as Indica. And the fact that I have had to write this and record this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Because never in the last year of my streaming have I ever thought this would happen. Today, it came to my attention that Rocky, the nerd, he's been talking about me behind my back, lying and saying a lot of things that aren't true about me. And a lot of people are believing him because he's on center stage. And I need to set the record straight. I have included screenshots and conversations that I had with Rocky. They showed me a totally different side to him. And all of the screenshots I have are only towards this situation. Now, I want to make it clear that nobody has made me do this video. This is my choice. It is nearly 12:30 in the morning. But I need to set this straight. Because what is being done to me and said about me are lies. And it is unfair that he has attacked me in a place that I cannot defend myself. And to hear one side of the story and to believe that one side without even hearing the second side and the truth, that needs to be said. All of this started in October when Rocky and a bunch of my other friends, Scotty, Zebrawl, all of them got into center stage. The minute Rocky got into center stage, his attitude and demeanor towards me changed. It was a 180 spin. He was no longer my friend. That's what I felt. He was very cold and very distant to me. When I found out, I had been excited for all of them, and I was upset, but a lot of people know that I was upset because everybody had been asked and gotten in on my birthday. That's what hurt me the most. Not that I wasn't in, not that I was jealous, which, yes, for maybe a day or two, I was jealous. But like any normal person, I got over it. And I moved on to other more important things in my life. I stopped caring, pretty much. But to Rocky, I was jealous and envious of him. I avoided Rocky after this happened, as I no longer felt welcome around him because of the attitude change. Every time I would speak in his stream when I was a mod, he would be dismissive or passive aggressive with me. So I stopped going to his streams or even talking to him. If I was going to be spoken to like that, what was the point of going to a stream? I was always willing to work out whatever problem he seemingly had with me, but he didn't want anything to do with me. He avoided me like I had COVID. He had decided I was some jealous little girl stomping around on the playground if I didn't get my way. Which, I'm 32 years old. I don't stomp around on playgrounds if I don't get my way. I'm an adult. In December, we had an argument in a Discord chat consisting of myself, Rocky, and another person who shall remain nameless. And I will call them as such. I called out Rocky for his actions and his total personality shift towards me, how I felt, and how he had been treating me. He denied my feelings, saying that I was just jealous of him and that I had been petty and rude to him since he had gotten into center stage. I told him I was sorry he felt that way, but we had another argument which was stopped by said nameless person, who helped clear the air. By the end of the conversation, we were making jokes with each other and we were friends again, but the tension was still there. I knew he didn't like me, so I stayed away from him. This is now January. It was a few weeks later when my boyfriend and I were watching one of his streams. And I had said something in chat, and he responded to, once again, passive-aggressively. My boyfriend really didn't like this, and called him out on his behavior. After the stream, Rocky came to me, asking me to defend him against my boyfriend. But I told him that I wasn't getting involved, as I had nothing to do with this fight, and it was a fight between him and my boyfriend. Rocky then went to the nameless person again, asking them to get involved. But they too turned him down. Rocky then accused me of sending my boyfriend after him, which I did not do. My boyfriend is a 34-year-old man. I don't tell him what to do. He can make his own decisions, and he's the one who decided to call out Rocky for his behavior, not me. And Rocky has even stated that he thought that I had sent him after him, which is in one of the screenshots. My boyfriend has gone on record saying that he was annoyed at how Rocky was treating me, and he was angry at the time because he felt like Rocky had been rude to me for absolutely no reason. A few weeks later, we had another argument. This time, I made a joke that Rocky believed was directed towards him. He blew up at me, getting angry at me for no reason other than he believed I was making fun of him. I wasn't. And I apologized. This broke up the chat, with the nameless person and I leaving the chat altogether. The chat had dissolved. Nameless and I spoke the next day about the incident, and we both agreed that he had taken things too far. It was then that I decided that I was going to talk to him about things going forward, as I no longer wanted to be friends with him. A thing I'd learned very early about Rocky is that he cannot take responsibility for his actions. It is always someone else's fault. Many of our arguments resulted in excuses from him, skirting away from responsibility. He would always say he was stressed out about someone else and taking it out on us. Or he was acting like this because of his ASD. As someone with ASD, it absolutely pisses me off. ASD is not a get-out-of-jail-free card to be rude or a dick to other people. After so many excuses coming from him, I was done. Now, a lot of people know that Rocky, Brandy, and I created a small group called Aftershow. It was for small creators to build each other up, to have fun, do fun little events, all that kind of stuff. And we were having our annual April Fool's Day event, also known as April Sloof Day. We had gotten everything set up. There were going to be 4 of us. It was going to be myself, Rocky, Zebrawl, and K-Dog. We had set everything up, who would go when, who would do what kind of pranks we would pull, all that kind of stuff. We had already gotten everything ready when Rocky decided that he would ignore everything we had said and everything we had planned and wanted things done his way. When I told him we had already talked about this and to please pay attention to the chat, he made comments calling me out on things that weren't true. Please see the attached screenshots wherever I put them. Either below, in the video, wherever. When all of this was over, I received a message from another Aftershow member asking if I was okay, as they had felt that what Rocky had done was out of line. I told them I was fine, and I left it be. A week later, I received a message from Rocky, saying he no longer wanted to be friends, that I was to be unmodded from his stream and his Discord, and that he was leaving Aftershow. He told me Gimmo would be replacing me, and that I was fine with that. I spoke my piece about the whole situation, telling him my feelings about everything, and how I was more than willing to work things out if we wanted to stay friends. His response to this was to blow me off, telling me my feelings weren't valid at all, and that I was the problem, not him. This inability to take responsibility for his actions in what happened between the two of us made me realize that this was not someone I wanted to be friends with. This was not someone I wanted to be on a team with. He was kicked out of the after show chat because he had violated the absolutely no drama rule, and as such, he was no longer part of the team. This enraged him, and he came after me before I could send him the reason why he had been kicked from the group. I didn't reply, and I blocked him. I blocked him everywhere. On Discord, on Twitter, X, whatever, on Twitch, everywhere. I did unblock him on Twitch, but that's because I'm a good person. I didn't care. I don't go to his streams, I don't do anything like that. When I made the after show public Discord later that day, I had set everything up, including the mods. I was then out of the house once the server went public by accident. I did not give the go-ahead for the server to become public, but it was okay. I said that's fine, whatever. Because, yeah. And Rocky joined. I have proof that I was out of the house at the time, and I have a picture of me holding a baguette at the time of Rocky joining the server. One of the mods saw him. Knowing what happened between the two of us that morning, as I had told that mod, be hesitant around Rocky, he might retaliate, he might do something stupid, he might try calling me out. Please be very wary if he joins the server. And the mod said, okay. The mod instantly banned him without asking me or any other members of After Show beforehand. That mod has been banned from the server. So yeah, Rocky, believing it was me who banned him, attacked me using one of his friend's Discord accounts on a server I had long forgotten about, which also had the nameless person in it. I've attached a screenshot of that message to me somewhere. This was the last time I had any contact with Rocky, but I noticed when I got home, Gimmo had joined my Discord server and had followed me on Twitch and Twitter, X, whatever. After the April Fool's event, I took a 2-week break from Twitch. When I came back, I noticed something had changed. I wasn't getting as many viewers as I once did, and the members of his chat that used to frequent my chat often were no longer around. I knew he had been talking about me behind my back, to his chat, in his Discord, and in places where I wasn't. This is when I realized he had sent Gimmo to spy on me because of his paranoia. Now, you need to know, about a year ago, Rocky was doxxed by the hacker/leaker community in Just Dance. And since then, he became very paranoid. He created a fake Discord account and infiltrated the hacker/leaker group to spy on them, seeing if they were talking about him or planning an attack against him, ignoring Nameless and I when we told him it was bad for his mental health. Still, he persisted until he supposedly gave this account to a member of Ubisoft. Since then, he has been paranoid about everyone and everything, and this is how I knew he was spying on me, avoiding his ban and blocks on my channels and accounts by sending his mods or his viewers. I didn't think much about Rocky until my stream on May 21st, 2024. I had been streaming the World Dance Floor on JD22 with a viewer of mine who hadn't been around often, Formless. I had no idea Formless had been working with Rocky and Gimmo until I saw the video. I literally had just been streaming, having fun, when Rocky decided to crash my stream. The moment I saw him on the World Dance Floor, I knew he had been spying on me. And the fact that he was with Gimmo sealed it. Did I say some things I regret? Absolutely. And I take full responsibility for the things I said. But the fact that Rocky has been spying on me, stalking me via his mods and his viewers, that crossed the line. He had set me up knowing full well I didn't know what was going on. Knowing I was still mad and upset at him. Other people who have seen the video and everything said they understood, and it looked like I had been understandably hurt by him once they found out what actually happened between us. If one were to actually go and view my VOD that day, you will see Formless interacting with me in the chat long before Rocky and Gimmo decided to be on the world dance floor. I let it go until May 22nd, the next day, when I received a message from someone on center stage. I will not say who, but they told me what they told me and showed me was horrific. Rocky had made up lies and was slandering me in a place I couldn't defend myself. And people were believing him without entertaining my side of the story. This person, who I don't even talk to, who I barely know, messaged me and showed me all of this because they believed it was unfair. And that what he was doing was wrong. What Rocky did was nothing but a lie. I set the record straight with that person who sent me the messages, who agreed he was a bully and playing the victim. Another center stage member, who I will not name, reached out to me and asked me what happened. They then showed me the video he made and all the lies he spilled. Again, when I showed them the screenshots and told them my side, they agreed he had been acting vague and that this was all to turn like everyone against me or something because of his own dislike of me. That people were being swayed by him, who said they had liked me but will now think differently about me, blocking me and unfollowing me based on just his word. Those who were behind me, who have seen the screenshots and who have seen these conversations with him firsthand, had said that it was in fact him who was bullying me. That I have taken responsibility for my side, and that he has not, because he has said it's not my fault or my problem. There are so many things I could say here to damn him more, but I won't, because I'm not that kind of person. I am here to tell my side of the story and my side only. And that's it. And everything I've said here is all true. And it can be backed up by witnesses. It's my side of the story, of everything. And I don't care what people think of me, but I want the record set straight that I didn't do anything wrong, Rocky. You're a bully. And you're mean. And I don't deserve this just because you feel uncomfortable that I called you out. That you feel that I did something to you. I did nothing to you. I was your friend. And you did this. This is wrong and you know it is. And I can't believe you would ever do that to me after everything I did for you. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be where you are. And you know that. And to do this to me, to lie and spread rumors about me that aren't true, that is the worst of it. And I don't care what people think of me. Because I'm too old for drama. This little petty middle school drama of yours. It has